you had 1 week to live, what would you do in your final days? That is the question that Mission, a new Scottish film that has just premiered at the Edinburgh International Film Festival, asks. So let's talk about it. Hi babes, I'm Emma, your film and TV yapper. Written and directed by Paul Wright, Mission follows Dylan, played by George MacKay, a man who has become increasingly isolated and disconnected from the world around him. For the course of a week, he decides to break away from his solitary existence and experience life in extreme forms. And this has him chasing moments that make him feel anything. Really, that's what makes the central question of the film so powerful. Because if you knew your time was limited, would you search for new experiences? Or would you finally confront the parts of yourself that you've been running from? And as Dylan throws himself into increasingly intense situations, Mission explores that fragile line between freedom and self-destruction. Because this isn't just about how far someone will go to feel alive. It's about why they feel disconnected in the first place. The film examines loneliness, isolation, identity, and the desperate human need for connection. And it also asks if meaning can be found when someone is completely disconnected from their own life. And what begins as a deeply personal journey becomes something much more emotional when Dylan is forced to confront his fractured relationship with his estranged sister. And what makes Mission stand out is that it isn't a conventional thriller. It was described as a punk exploration of the psyche, because the film is less focused on traditional twists and more interested in placing the audience inside Dylan's psychological world. It's a film about the moments that make us feel alive, the choices we make when we feel lost, and the question that we all have to eventually ask ourselves: are we really living, or are we just existing?